What's up, everybody? It is me, Mr. Hendrick Fan, and welcome back to another video. Today's video is another episode of the Nascar Diecast Unboxing Series, episode 37. In today's episode, we're going to be unboxing 13 cars. So let's go ahead and show off which ones I will be doing today. So the first car is the 2018 Martin Truex Jr. Auto Owners Insurance. Actually, it's going to be too big for the frame for all 13, so I'm just going to take it off. The second car I got is the 2018 Ty Dillon Geico. The third car I got is the 2017 Austin Dillon Coke 600 Raced Version Diecast. The fourth car I got is the 2016 Kyle Busch Go Bowling 400 race version. The fifth car I got is the 2018 Paul Menard Quaker State. The sixth car I got is the 2018 Darrell Wallace Jr. NASCAR Racing Experience. The seventh car I got is the 2018 Eric Jones Craftsman. The eighth car I got is the 2018 Casey Kane Fire Department New York Foundation. The ninth car I got is the 2018 Jimmy Johnson Foundation. The 10th car I got is the 2018, actually the rest of these are 2018, but still, Matt Kenseth Wyndham Rewards Salutes. The 11th car I got is the 2018 Matt Kenseth Wyndham Rewards, the regular version of the Wyndham Rewards car. The 12th car I got is the 2018 Kyle Larson McDonald's. And finally is the 2018 AJ Allmendinger Kroger. Lots of cars to unbox, so let's go ahead and begin. Alright, I just unboxed the first car, which is the 2018 Martin Truex Jr. Auto Owners Insurance. But before I show off the car, here's the magnet I got. Alright, here's the car. Alright, my thoughts on the car. I honestly never, it kind of is starting to kind of get like the 78 when he started running it from like 2016, I want to say, to like now. It kind of started to get old, but I never had the car of this any of the years. So I was like, you know what, it was on the shelf, never had it. Now was the time to do it. And honestly, I like this paint scheme, I really do. It is a little plain, but I don't mind it. I mean, it's a little simple. I mean, there's a whole lot worse cars out there, and this car just ain't it. I mean, if you want to talk about a plain car, talk about the regular Furniture Row Denver mattress car. That's a plain car. But this is just more of a simple car, and I like it. Alright, let's go ahead and go off to the second car. Alright, I just unboxed the second car, which is the 2018 Ty Dillon Geico Insurance. But before I show off the car, here's the magnet I got. Alright, here's the car. I'm gonna have to say something about this car. Geico finally made a change after, how many years was it? Like 2017? Was it 2017 the first year with this? No, I don't think so. I think 2018 was the first year with this design. But personally, I actually really like this design. I mean, the white, the green, the blue, just, it's still blends in. I mean, it's not as detailed as the 2012 car through 2016, 2017, but still, I mean, this car, I mean, it adds a twist to it, and I really like it. It's a simple yet great car, and I just definitely like it. I don't personally think it's better than Twisted Tea. I don't know. I mean, I just like that car with that 13 font, but this definitely is a close second place. And honestly, I'm going to have to say it now, a lot of my cars for this video is definitely from a friend of mine. Jacob, shout out to you. I appreciate it. The thought for me, but yeah, if it wasn't for him, this unboxing probably wouldn't happen. Especially, well, for most of these. Probably about a certain amount would probably be possible, but like, I want to say 75-80% of it wouldn't be without him, so thank you again, Jacob, for giving me all of these the past couple of years, so I really appreciate it. Now, let's go ahead and go off to the third car. Alright, I just unboxed the third car, which is the 2017 Austin Dillon Dallas Salutes Charlotte Coca-Cola 600 Race Win. Before I show off the car, here's the card I got. Alright. And if you want to pause and read that, there you go. Alright. Here's the car. Oh man, what a night this was. To be honest, I mean, I'm not a huge Austin Dillon fan, but personally, I was super happy when he won this race. But there was a better moment than Austin Dillon won it, and people might be complaining at me for this, but I mean, this moment I'll never ever forget for the rest of my life. I'm just gonna go ahead and play the two clips for you. So here you go.
Damn it! You guys deserve better.
I'm not surprised about anything. Congratulations.
Yeah, sorry, Kyle Busch fans. I know you're all probably typing in the comments below how unpleased you are with seeing it, but if I'm being honest, like, that moment is a moment I'll never forget. Like, that moment made the race. As much as I loved seeing Austin Dillon get his first win, like, that isn't the moment I'll remember that race on. It's the Kyle Busch being mad at his crew. And I can't blame him, but it's still the most memorable moment in my opinion. But back to Austin. I do like that car. I do like the car. And it's... I mean, usually I don't like paint schemes like this. But to me, I actually dig it. It's like a throwback-ish kind of vibe from it. I don't know if I'm the only one who gets it. Like, but that's personally what I think about, and I definitely approve of this. I mean, again, it could be a whole lot worse, so, I mean, that's all I'm going to say, but, yeah, definitely a day to remember, that's for sure. I mean, I'm very happy that, Austin Dillon won his first race, and I'm happy the controversy it caused for Austin Dillon to win the race, and I'm glad to have the diecast of it, so it makes me want to remember that day. So I definitely approve of that. Alright, let's go ahead and go off to the fourth car. Alright, I just unboxed the fourth car, which is the 2016 Kyle Busch Go Bowling 400 raced version. But before I show off the car, here's the card I got. Alright, here is the back. Alright, here's the car. man, as much as I'm not a fan of Kyle's as off the track, but man, there's two things I love about Kyle Busch. One, he is super talented. Like, honestly, I would put him in a generational type talent. And for two, his paints, 90% of his paint schemes are absolutely awesome. And I mean, he runs the best paint schemes of the, like, possible paint schemes of the year would honestly be from Kyle Busch. I don't know if I'm the only one who thinks that, but like, M&M's just always does an awesome job on their best cars. Like, for example, like this car, the M&M's Caramel, like, those are two cars that immediately come to my head when I think about really nice paint schemes. And sadly, I don't have the Caramel car. Hopefully soon, though, I will, in a future unboxing episode. But for right now, we're going to be talking about the Red Nose Day. Great cause, great car. And honestly, as much as I'm not a Kyle Busch fan, I loved this thing to be in Victory Lane. And it looks awesome. Like, Lionel did an incredible job on this. This is definitely one I would recommend you definitely getting, especially if you're a race version collector, or, I mean, honestly, it's a cool one to have in general. It's a really nice car. Really nice detail with the confetti and a little bit of damage. Like, I'm super thankful this is one Jacob sent me, because this thing is absolutely awesome. Especially being from Kyle Busch, who I definitely don't like. Definitely a double thumbs up for me. Alright, let's go ahead and go to the fifth car. Alright, I just unboxed the fifth car, which is the 2018 Paul Menard Quaker State. But before I show off the car, here's the magnet I got. Alright, here's the car. Man, I don't know if it's just me, but I always loved this style of the Quaker State car. Like when Casey Kane ran it, like Mark Martin one year ran it. Like, this style always looks cool. And honestly, with the gold Wood Brothers 21 on this car particularly, like, it looks incredible. And I definitely think this car he ran, other than maybe, yeah, also, I think this is the best car he ran that year, to be honest. Like, this car is just mind-blowingly great, and I definitely recommend you picking this up, just to generally have. I mean, this car is just so perfect. Like, nothing can be changed and would make it better. Like, this is probably the best you can get with this particular car. Definitely a big recommend for me. Alright, let's go ahead and go to the sixth car. Alright, I just unboxed the sixth car, which is the 2018 Darrell Wallace Jr. NASCAR Racing Experience. But before I show off the car, here's the magnet I got. Alright, here's the car. I see like some... There we go. Alright. Honestly, I saw this car about, let's flashback about 6 months ago. Yeah, around 6 months ago. This car was like the only Wave 9 car, and then they had like Wave 10. But then we flashed back about 4 or 5 months later, and I went back. They had Wave 12 and this car. Like, this car was still there, and honestly, I kind of regretted not buying it the first time. But when I saw it the second time, I knew I had to get it, and honestly, I'm very glad I did. I mean, this car is also, like, Bubba Wallace 2018's, like, whether it's the Click and Close, whether it's U.S. Air Force, whether it's Farmer John, or whether it's this car, Bubba Wallace runs some of the nicest I think he's ran the best all-around 2018 cars. Out of every driver, I think Bubba Wallace ran the best all around. Like, every car, whether it's good or bad, like, when you calculate all together, based on my ratings, like, I would probably give the trophy to Richard Petty Motorsports and Bubba. Like, they do a fantastic job on their car in 2018. And their 2019s, I wouldn't necessarily say they're bad, but they're not this year. This year's not last year. Like, last year's was, like, so simple yet so smooth on every car. Like, they make little tweaks, and they make it look good. Really good, actually. And this year, they've done that for a few cars, but they haven't been what they were last year. But anyways, this car in particular, probably my favorite would be, again, a Click and Close. But this car is definitely up there in the race of the best one he's ran, in my personal opinion, in 2018. Alright, let's go ahead and go to the 7th car. Alright, I just unboxed the 7th car, which is the 2018 Eric Jones Craftsman. But before I show off the car, here is the magnet I got. Alright, here's the car. Alright, I know everyone's going to probably ask my opinion on what my thoughts were on Wave 12. So here, I'll just might as well say my point right now. This wave could have been so much better if Walmart wasn't being impatient. Because I think if Lionel did not rush this wave, put every car on the PTC mold, I think this wave could have been Wave of the Year. I really think it would have been. But the reason why it's not is because, well, it's on the PTC mold. It ain't on the EL mold. The way better mold. But hey, at least it ain't the WLS mold, so I mean, we can't really complain, right? It's not, I mean, in a way, yeah, but more of the way, no, because, I mean, we could have gotten better quality if we just waited a couple months. Like, 2 months. At least maximum 2 months. Every car by then would have been on the EL mold, and this wave could have been easily Wave of the Year. It really could have been, because I think there's at least 4 to 5 exclusives in this wave. I see. Yeah, at least 4 to 6. I don't know. I don't remember which ones. I don't remember if yeah, I think it's 5 because I think Boyer's was made. So, but anyways, that is my thoughts on Wave 12. So I ain't gonna say it about it anymore. But now about this car, I really like the Craftsman car, and I really like the black and red and the 20 because it reminds me a lot of the Joey Logano's Nationwide car, the GameStop car. I mean, I love that paint scheme. And I like how they're trying to do that with this car particularly, and I like it. And I also, I mean, I know this is PTC quality, but like, it's like a liquid color type feeling too. And honestly, I kind of like the liquid color effect to this car. Now, is it accurate to the real car? No. But I do like it, in fact. I really do. So I guess they got something right, in my personal opinion. But yeah, that is my thoughts on the car. So let's go ahead and go to the 8th car. Alright, I just unboxed the 8th car, which is the 2018 Casey Kane Fire Department New York Foundation. But before I show off the car, here's the magnet I got. Alright, here's the car. Alright. I'm gonna be personally honest. I actually really dig this car. I like the red, the white, the blue, and then the touch of the yellow number. I mean, I think this is a perfect, simple car. Like a really good example of a good, simple car. Because, I mean, I dig it. I mean, I dig every bit of it. So I definitely get a thumbs up for that. And this, I'm pretty sure, if my calculations are correct, this is also an exclusive car in Wave 11. And I think that makes it way better than it already is. And I think, personally, this is the highlight car of Wave 11. Rather than maybe the raced version, you could argue that, but really, I think this is the star of Wave 11. I mean, this car is just perfect. And, I mean, it's an exclusive. I mean, what can't go wrong with that? I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that. Because, honestly, I love Lionel to just do... An example wave is like Wave 1, where they did so many exclusives. Wave 12 even, so many exclusives. I wish Lionel would at least put one exclusive that got canceled in a wave, but that's just my recommendation. But maybe it's too hard, I don't even know. But if it was up to me, I would at least like to see one did not produce car in an authentic wave. But nothing, we're going to stop talking about that. We're going to talk about the paint scheme still. Good paint scheme. Definitely recommended if you ever see it in person for a non-rip-off price. eBay. I definitely recommend you picking up this car. That is for sure. Alright, let's go ahead and go off to the 9th car. Alright, I just unboxed the 9th car, which is the 2018 Lowe's / Jimmy Johnson Foundation car. So before I show it off, here is the magnet I got. Alright, here's the car. Man, again, if Wave 12 was not in the PTC mold, this could have been, actually, I think it would have been Wave of the Year. I think Wave 12 on paper was really good. But the dang PTC mold ruined this wave. From so much potential it had, like, again, there was at least 5 exclusives. I mean, again, if my calculations are correct, there's at least 5, maybe 6 that were exclusives. This car could have been it. This wave could have been it. But enough about that. This car, I mean, I really dig this paint scheme. I like the dark blue on the hood and the top of the car. I like the lighter blue right there, and then like the white. I definitely really dig this paint scheme, and at least they try to put in some detail. Sadly, unlike the Michigan car from this past weekend, I mean, that car had legit no detail to it, and it disappoints me how I'm sad to say it, but like Hendrix became lazy with their paint schemes. Very lazy, and I mean, on some cars they can show up, but most of the time it's been lazy. I don't know if I'm the only one who thinks that, personally, but if you don't, make your argument down below. Just be respectful. But anyways, back to the car. Easily a nice paint scheme compared to this year's. And honestly, I do dig it. I like the blue. I like the blues, I should say, because here and there. And then the white with the Jimmy Johnson Foundation logo. I mean, it just blends in well. But yeah, that's what I think. Alright, let's go ahead and go off to the 10th car. Alright, I just unboxed the 10th car, which is the 2018 Matt Kenseth Wyndham Rewards Salutes. But before I show off the car, here is the magnet I got. Alright, here's the car. Alright, so here's my thoughts on the car. I do like this car, yes. And I like how simple it is, yes. But I'm not a huge fan of it compared to some of the other paint schemes around here for this episode. Like the past 5, this would probably be not towards the top. But I do indeed like this car though, but I don't love it compared to some of the other paint schemes we've had. But personally, that's what I just think. Alright, let's go ahead and go off to the 11th car. Alright, I just unboxed the 11th car, which is the 2018 Matt Kenseth Standard Wyndham Rewards. But before we show off the car, here is the magnet I got. Alright, here's the car. Now, I said that I don't love the Salutes car. I like it, but I don't love it. This car, I feel the complete opposite. This car is absolutely fantastic. I mean, I really dig this car. I like the side detail especially. I mean, I think that looks really cool. I mean, the scheme all around, I think, is personally better than the Salutes car. I mean, I don't know if I'm the only one who feels like this is better. But, you know what? Leave me a comment down below as well what you think about that. But I personally would choose this car over the Salutes. But I might be the only one. Alright, let's go ahead and go to the 12th car. Alright, I just unboxed the 12th car, which is the 2018 Kyle Larson McDonald's. But before I show off the car, here's the magnet I got. Alright, here's the car. Alright, so here's my thoughts on the car. You guys know I love this McDonald's design. And especially, I'm going to have a little rant, just a slight one. This car is so much better than what they did this year with McDonald's. Like, this year, I don't know what McDonald's was thinking for this year. Like, this car, personally, is way better. And it's really hard to change my mind, because I mean, all 2019 is just red with lots of yellow ends. Like, here, 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 etc. Like, this car is so much better. And personally, I like the 42 font touch to the car compared to the J. McMurray's one. But I still love the scheme in general. Like, it works either way, but I like it more on Kyle Larson's, and I might be the only one who thinks that. I don't know. Let me know. But, yeah, that's personally what I think about it. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and go off to the last car. Alright, I just unboxed the last car, which is the 2018 AJ Allmendinger Kroger. But before I show off the car, here is the piece of, either it's a sticker or a piece of paper I got. I think it's a sticker, but because it definitely feels like a sticker. I don't know why, but anyways, here's the car. Alright. Man, when I heard that he was leaving full-time racing, man, I was a little disappointed because he never was one of my big favorites, but I always really liked AJ. He just seems like a likable person, like Carl Edwards, and even some may also say Ross Chastain, because, I mean, from what I've heard, he sounds like a good dude. But anyways, back to the paint scheme. Like, this car, again, is just a really good example of a good, simple paint scheme. I mean, yeah, the base is white, but the stripes right here, just, it makes it way better than what it could have been. Like, this car, I mean, it's a really nice, simple paint scheme. And I definitely also recommend you picking up this car if you ever see it for a non-rip-off eBay price. Because this car is really good. I definitely recommend it. Alright, well, thank you everyone for watching this video of the NASCAR Diecast Unboxing Series episode 37. Make sure to leave a big thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.